Good morning. What is happening? Happy April 21st. Hey, the 21st. You know what that means? Happy Profit Share Day. Ooh, baby. What'd you get? Everybody check this morning? Hey, here's the thing. If there's nothing to check, you got to get with your team leader and fix that, like ASAP. Because one of the coolest things about being at Keller Williams is the 21st of the month when you get to check your profit share numbers. So let's make sure that we all dive in over the course of the next 30 days and make sure that if you're not receiving, that we get that corrected. So congratulations to everybody who received profit share today. Congratulations to everybody who closed business that makes profit share possible. We appreciate everyone's hard work. Hey, and April 21st also happens to be my mother's birthday. So happy, my mother is 70 years old today. So happy 70th to my mother today. We wish her the very best, 70 years young. It's kind of bizarre to have a mother who's 70 because it must mean that I'm no longer 25. So when you do the math, all right, whatever. So happy birthday, Mom. And let's get started this morning with a quickie. One of these days I'll learn how to work Zoom. It's only been 14 months. Come on.
But, you know, they're also adorable and hilarious. And, you know, along with cats and dogs, kids give us the best internet videos, like this one.
Landon.
Good morning, Miss Sissy.
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. You doing good?
Yes.
Oh, can you sing your ABCs for me?
How do you make, like, crying the ABC sound so cute, by the way? That's awesome. All right, this next kid is into two things, superheroes and crackers. Turns out they don't mix at all. Take a look. Well, that's one way to stay gluten-free. And
All righty. Thank you so much. Children always make the best way to start your morning. Sometimes. I do like that idea, though, of being able to eat anything you want and not actually eating it. So I just have to get myself a Spider-Man mask and bam, stay thin as crazy. All right, so we have this morning our good friends at Guaranteed Rate, and I think I have my dear friend Kristen on with me this morning. Is that correct?
Yes, you do. Hello.
All righty, Kristen, take it away.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, look, it's my face all big on my screen. Hello, everybody. Happy to be here. Started with Guaranteed Rate about 3 months ago, or maybe 3 months ago. Yeah, so I was on last week. Looking forward to hopefully meeting some of you, all of you, if possible. So just a little bit of an update. Rates are still low right now. We're still in the threes, low threes. You know, credit score and other factors are involved in the. Sorry, it muted me again. So rates are good. And feel free to give me a call at any time if you have any questions. I'm here as a resource for anybody. I'm happy to answer any questions. I do same day pre-approvals, as long as I can get documentation of income and assets, so if anybody needs a quick pre-approval, send them my way because I'm getting them out pretty quickly. And that's it. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to give me a call. I'm going to put my contact info in the chat and hope to meet you guys soon in person.
Very good. Thank you so much, Kristen. We're so excited to have you here.
Thank you.
So do reach out to Kristen and introduce yourselves as time allows for that. All righty, cruising right along with a couple of announcements this morning for you. Thank you so much to everyone who chose to plug into Ignite last night. We had 60 of us in this Zoom room, kind of learning together and launching or relaunching careers. Thank you so much for the energy. So many people got back to me after that session saying, wow, you know what, the energy was just really cool on that Ignite session today. So that energy comes from all of you and how you plug in and choose to participate and play along. So I so appreciate that. It makes the work fun, which is awesome for all of us. If you are looking to plug back into that, that goes off again tonight at 4 o'clock and then again tomorrow at 4 o'clock. So it could just be your new 4 o'clock activity for the next couple of weeks. So do join us if that is in your schedule. Risk reduction. For any of you who did not make last week's session, we do have one last chance for you to do that. That's tomorrow night, Thursday, from 6 to 8. It is a full 2 hours. We do ask you to be there on time at like 5:57 and stay right till the end at 8 o'clock. For those of you who were on last week, I think we just went 3 minutes over and we have figured out how to shave those 3 minutes to make sure that we get you out tomorrow right on time because we know it's late. So do plug into that. It is the one mandatory session that we ask you to attend all year to make sure that you have all the tools that you need to stay out of prison, because that is very important. There's also another note here that I'm sure is massively important that I have absolutely no idea what it says. Oh, I do. Tomorrow, check your calendar because I am doing a session. I believe it's at, it's either at 11 or 1. I'll verify that and blast it out later on real estate agents and taxes. So if you're still confused about estimateds or how you kind of handle your taxes when you're not a W-2 employee, some tips and tricks about saving for taxes and ideas for utilizing your money to get the best ROI as you continue to save and pay for those taxes quarterly. I will be doing about a 45-minute session on that tomorrow. So real estate agents and their taxes, look for that tomorrow. So today is Wednesday, so we have a couple of quick announcements. A couple of quick updates. We have our listings update for our end of month goal. We have our insurance cash pull, and we have our KW Concierge cash pull. However, before I get there, I do want to mention one thing because it's come up now about 3 or 4 times in the last 3 weeks. And so I want to just address it so that there's no question around it. Guys, you know in our world that you are free to make decisions about the commissions that you offer to your clients without any kind of consultation or conversation with me or your team leaders beforehand. If you choose to reduce your commission because that's the smart business decision to do, well, you have every right to do that. There are 2 exceptions to that rule, however. And the first and most important exception is that we are not an MLS only, an MLS entry only company, which means what you can't do is tell someone that for $500 you'll put them on the MLS and then everything goes through them. You can't do that. And here's the reason why. A, when you make that decision and put that out there, and that has the Keller Williams name on it, that paints everybody in our organization with that same brush, right? We're not an entry only or discount brokerage. That if that's what you're looking for, that's not us, right? So I would be more than happy to help you figure out how to address that client to help them see our value in taking a full service listing. If you want to take a full service listing and offer a reduced commission because that strategically makes sense for you, that's a different conversation. But not offering a full service listing is not part of what we allow inside of this organization to make sure that we are maintaining high standards for us all in the eyes of our competitors and in the eyes of the public. So I'm sorry if that's disappointing, but again, it's never come up before. And in the last couple of weeks, it's come up 4 different times. So I wanted to just make that mention this morning, right? The second thing, I said there were 2 things that were exceptions. The second thing is you cannot publicly advertise reduced commissions, right? If you choose one-on-one to reduce your commission, that is, again, a business decision that is completely up to you. You just can't go and advertise, hey, list with me because I always take 3.5% commissions. Again, you're connected to all of us. And when you do that publicly from an advertising perspective, it paints every single person in our organization with the same brush. And we have to just respect one another's businesses enough to know that that's kind of off limits. Any questions on that? Any comments on that? Going once, going twice. Everybody's clear? Okay, good. So take full service listings or pass them to somebody else. Refer them to an MLS only company. Maybe you could get $12.50 on the back end of that $500 fee, right? That those MLS companies charge. All right, so let's roll forward. We have our listings update for you this morning. Our listings update goes something like this. We are through 6 weeks of our 7.5-week challenge. Our 7.5-week challenge was pegged at 315 new listings, which meant 45 new listings a week. In this past week, you took, drum roll please. Oh, I'm gonna have to get a drum roll sound effect. I didn't think of that. I'll have to do that for next time. Of 45 as a goal, you took 39 last week. 39 new listings last week as an organization, just off of our stated goal of 45. And 6 weeks in, here's where you stand challenge to date. At 6 weeks, we should be at 270 listings taken. You have taken 257 new listings in the last 6 weeks, which means you are operating at 95% of your stated goal, which if you were still in high school would be a solid A. So congratulations on your A performance. What I'd love to do is challenge you in the last 10 days, because we've got 10 days left to this challenge. In the last 10 days, let's move from A to A+, right? Let's end our challenge above our stated goal, right? You are 58, I think. Yep, 58 listings shy of hitting 315 with 10 days left. So that's 6 listings a day as an organization. How does that sound to you? Does that sound like something we can accomplish together? 6 listings a day as a team? So figure out how you're going to contribute to that, and let's get busy. Great job so far. I can't tell you how awesomely proud I am to be able to report those numbers to you each Wednesday morning. And I would love next Wednesday to be able to tell you with just 2 days left or 3 days left in our challenge that we had already hit the goal. So let's go ahead and knock 45 out of the water in the next week so that we can really overachieve in those last few days. Excuse me, I apologize. So lastly today, we do have our cash pulls. And the first cash pull is for our insurance opportunity. And I wanted to just take a minute to show you something that one of your colleagues is doing to make sure that he has worked into his selling system this opportunity to deliver information to the buyers and get that golden email sent and refer that business to our insurance partner. And this, if you allow me just 1 minute to share my screen, is your colleague Chris DiBiase and the video that he sends along with the golden email.
I just wanted to say congratulations on getting your offer accepted. And you're probably thinking, what's next? Well, by now you should have your attorney chosen, your home and septic inspection lined up and ready to go, because over the next week, we're going to be getting through that inspection, negotiating anything that arises from that, and going on throughout the rest of the process. What I wanted to specifically speak to you about today is a part of the process that seems to get forgotten and sort of kicked down the road to the end, and that's the home insurance piece. It's a very important part to the puzzle. And what I wanted to do was specifically introduce you to one of my trusted insurance referral partners. They're a great partner to Keller Williams. I've CC'd her on this email. Her name is Sue Ringer. It's her and her husband are a great team, and they've gotten fantastic results for clients of mine, like yourself. So if you have any questions, please reach out to her. I'm sure Sue will be reaching out to you shortly. I hope you have a great day. Congratulations again.
Yeah, so you see that, nice and simple, gets the job done. I think I see Chris on the call. Chris, you want to unmute just real quick and tell us what the response has been to that video?
Yeah, I mean, that video was shot once, done once, and just it's sent out. It's part of my checklist of what to do once I have an accepted offer. And as soon as I know I have that accepted offer and it's signed and executed, it's going out that night, that next day. And it definitely gets results. It gets responses. It gets Sue in communication with them. And I'm sure she's driving results on her end.
Yeah, awesome, awesome, awesome. So thank you so much for allowing me to share that this morning, because when you sent that to me last week, I just absolutely loved it. Recognize that kind of system will allow Chris to be one of the first people to, if he chooses to invest in that insurance joint venture, to go ahead and do that, because he's driving referrals at a crazy rate. And that's that opportunity that opens that door. So go ahead and make sure that you have something in your checklists that makes this a part of the system. Somebody has an accepted offer, bam. And make sure that their inspections are scheduled, make sure they have an attorney, and make sure that Sue gets that information to help them with their homeowners insurance. Again, guys, we don't make a penny from that insurance venture.
I know.
The reason that we are inside of that insurance venture is for you, and for you to be able to invest and have another passive form of income. I'll say again, we don't make a dime from the insurance joint venture. So this is not me every week saying, go, 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 push them to the insurance so that I make more money. Doesn't work that way. That's not why we're involved in that organization. We're involved in it simply for you. In this past week, for our cash pull, we had, if you remember, we set a minimum of 10 in order to actually pull that $100 in cash. In this past week, last week we had 19 referrals. This week, it was clearly spring break because we had a massive nosedive in referrals, and we produced 5 additional referrals into the insurance joint venture. So congratulations to Christy, Amy Mosley, David and Lisa Lee, Lloydie and Nancy Mamby for pushing referrals to the insurance joint venture this week. Because we didn't hit that 10, those 5 names will push to next week. So hopefully there's at least 5 in this current week so that we can then pull for that for those funds. So thank you so much for everyone who continues to push that forward. Lastly, our concierge services pull for the same $100, or it's not actually the same 100, it's a different 100. Although today it actually is the same, because last week, as you know, we had only 3 concierge submissions, which means we didn't hit the minimum of 10, which means they pushed to this week. So we needed a minimum of 7 to be able to pull this week. And this past week, we had an additional 4 opportunities go to our concierge services. And so thank you to Herm, to Dee, to Randy Lynch, and to Jonathan, who pushed listing input as well as compliance documents to our concierge program. Your 4 names will be added to the 3 last week, and hopefully we get 3 more or better, and we'll pull that $100 for next week. Again, we got to push to that minimum of 10. Guys, here's what I can tell you about the concierge services. If for nothing else, it will save you money. I got 12 emails from the Smart MLS this morning, which is not unusual, because I get copied on all of the compliance issues that our listings run into. I got 12 this morning. 6 of them were issues in that the documentation hadn't been uploaded or it was uploaded incorrectly. Guys, that comes with a $50 fine if you don't correct it. So why not just use the concierge services and remove yourself from that whole process so you don't have to remember to upload your darn listing paperwork? Right? It will actually start saving you money. Some of you spend more money in listing fines than you do on your licensing fees each month, right? So we're looking to alleviate that from you. So my last thought for you this morning about concierge services is this. I know that many of you aren't using them because it's something else to learn. I want you to think back when you learned how to drive. Most of you will get in a car today. Some of you I can see are actually in a car right now, You don't think about getting in the car and driving someplace because it saves you time. If you have to go to Stop and Shop or you have to go on an appointment, it's a whole lot faster to get in your car and go there than roller skate to that same appointment, right? But you had to take the time up front to learn how to drive in order for the rest of your life to save time, effort, and money. Our concierge services are the exact same thing. Take the time this week to learn how to use them so that for the rest of your business life, it saves you time, effort, and money. If you need help, just reach out. We are more than happy to set up a one-on-one to push the first one through so that we can kind of handhold you through that process. And I will send out the video training for that session that we recorded from a couple of weeks ago. So you can check that out and dive right in. Guys, that's what I have for you this morning. I wish you a spectacular day. Have a lovely, lovely week. We will see you either later or certainly tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, same bat time, same bat channel. Love you all. Take care.